All right, I'm going to give you guys a alternative wave count for the overall market, something that can be very valid. Right now, we're kind of in a place where it could go either way. There's so many different ways this could go. If you're looking at this as a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, then you're thinking we already topped out. Or we either topped out right here and we're going to go straight down to new lows, or you're looking at this as one or A, B, C, and then A, B, C down here for a B wave. That's totally valid too. If this is a 5-wave move, we'd have A, B, C down, kind of like this. Down here to at least like 405. So that's valid as well. And then we would actually move higher for a C wave in that scenario. Or here's the alternative one that makes sense to me as well. And I was playing around with it earlier. If this is a first wave right here, second wave comes back, it almost hits a 50% retracement. So we'll call that 1, 2. And then if we use the parallel lines, you can see that it looks like we don't eclipse the parallel line on the 2-hour time frame. Actually, no, we do. Okay, parallel line, we hit it. So 1, 2, that signifies a third wave once you get outside of the parallel line. But that is just the beginning. We have 1. This hits a 50% retracement for a second wave, so we have 1, 2. Parallel line. Clone it. Easily passes outside of it for a third wave. So now we have 1, 2, 3. Parallel line. Clone it. Gets outside of it right here. So we have A, B, C, B, C, fourth wave. And then we have the second wave to the fourth wave. And as you can see, the fifth wave ends somewhere in the middle right there. And that's totally valid. So what I'm looking at is, and if we take the fib retracement actually and go all the way to the start of this, you'll see it hit around the 0.61 fib. Usually I'm targeting the 0.5 or the 0.61 fib, so totally valid. So we would have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, and be currently in a fourth wave. So then we take the fib retracement tool like this. We know this is 1, we know this is 3, and then we take it, clone it, take it to the bottom of the second wave, and as you can see, it's outside of the parallel line already. So the next step is taking the fib retracement tool to the top of the third wave, and I already have it marked here. The 0.23 fib for a fourth wave would be our target based on how far this third wave went. If it goes past 1.61, we would only go back to the 0.23 fib. This actually goes between the 2.61 and 3.61 fibs. Show you that right here. So almost is a 3.61 fib. So the target is the 0.23 fib for the second to the third wave. Got that right here. Outside of the parallel line from 1 to 3. So based on that, let me draw it again. That's close enough. Based on that, already outside the parallel line, 0.23 fib is the target. I would say the most likely destination for this move is down here to 419.72. Probably not going to break 419.23. If you watch my last video when I zoomed in, I had us coming a little bit higher at the open maybe tomorrow and then selling off to 418 to 420. I think it's more likely we hit right here, and that would end up being the overall fourth wave. And then let's say we hit 419.73 tomorrow to end the fourth wave. Clone it. And then we would be looking for somewhere, well, this actually is pretty narrow actually. Wait, did I do this right? Let me go back. Yeah, I did. Well, let's say 419 ends up being, tomorrow is the 22nd, so yeah, somewhere around in there. Fifth wave, there we go, I did it right this time. That would take us to, here, I need to make this longer. And we get the point. Then if we take the fib retracement tool and go third all the way to the very beginning of the first wave, all the way up here to 419.72, and you can see these targets are wrong. 450 to 457 would be our target for the overall fifth wave, for the overall C wave, and that would complete the overall B wave. So somewhere between 450 and 456, that'd be an extended C wave. Zoom out here on the weekly time frame, and you'll see that totally valid. It would just be a ABCA B wave right here, ABC for the B wave, all the way up to 450 to 456, and then we could still sell off from there all the way down to the 1.61 fib of the C wave, which comes out to about 290. But if we're looking at this right here, we don't know if this is the overall fifth wave yet. Let's say this ends up being a 1 and 2 wave. 350 is where it'd have to hit in order to be a second wave. But it could come all the way down here to 320 to the 0.61 fib. Probably my target is around 320. So you can see this is very valid if this is a B wave, to go all the way to 450 to 456. Go back to the 2-hour time frame to see it one more time. And there you have it broken down for an alternative wave count that seems pretty valid. So 419 all the way to 450. Probably if we follow this parallel line, let's make it longer. That would take us probably somewhere into mid-September. Yeah, probably mid-September, I would say. And then we would probably sell off going into midterms if this would play out. And you know what? Look at the dollar right now. I've had this for at least the last couple of days as being a B wave as well. And so we have A, B, or A, B, C, B. So I'll make these bigger. So A, B, C, B, and then the target for the dollar would be down here at 102.39, and that would give us the enough for us to probably get all the way up here to 450 to 456. And yeah, that's the alternative wave count. It makes a lot of sense with the dollar, unless the dollar keeps on going higher. and this ends up being ABC, but it's looking very likely that this is actually a B wave and we're going to go lower. And so I really, really like this alternative wave count to go all the way to 450 to 456. And I think that there's a good chance the sell-off will be short-lived, even maybe ending here in the very beginning of this week. So something to consider for the overall market. This would not mean that I'm bullish long term. I still think there's a good chance we sell off all the way down here. It just would delay it probably into mid-September all the way to midterms maybe. So there you have it. Alternative wave count going into this week's trading. Hope everyone had a good weekend, and I will see you for an update tomorrow.